5 ways you can turn your dreams, which is actually vision, into reality, no matter where you are. Welcome to Leadership Secrets. I'm Osaso Noah. Here you're going to learn how to discover value, how to redefine your perspective, see possibilities, and then deploy your abilities. In this first episode, I'm going to talk to you about something very important. It's called vision. For some people, when they hear vision, it sounds ambiguous and quite uptight. But it necessarily is not so. Vision just means intention. That means purpose for doing what you want to do. 5 ways you can turn your dreams, which is actually vision, into reality, no matter where you are. The first thing is to find your focus. That's number 1. Find your focus. In life, sometimes we're encompassed with a lot of things and we are scattered around what to do part-time, what to do monthly, what to do yearly. We have goals, we have agenda, but in the midst of the many noise, in the midst of the many populations, in the midst of many voices, you must learn to find your focus. If you are going to birth anything, if you are going to achieve greatness, if you are going to stand out. Sometimes what you want to do is blending, but that's not necessarily what will take you to the top. You need to learn to stand out. Stand out, find your focus. That means find your niche, because vision is what will create your space and give you your place. Remember I said earlier, vision is simply intention. No need to be uptight. Your intention, your purpose, your place, what makes you to stand out. You have to find your focus and not try to do everything. I know you have learned this, you have learned that, you have learned this, but you need to find your focus. What makes you special? Because your power truly is in your difference. Your power is not when you are with the crowd. Your power is in your difference. What makes you different? What brings you out? So the first thing to do, if you are going to turn your dreams into realities, no matter where you are in life, is to first find your focus. Know the power of your difference. That's where you will stand out. Then the second thing to do in turning your dreams into realities is to start, and start anyhow. The most difficult part of anything is the beginning. Starting. Start anyhow. That sounds crazy, right? But that's it. Start anyhow. If you wait for perfect time, there will never be a perfect time. If you wait to get all the resources in life, you will never have all the resources. Just start anyhow. And when you start, don't be discouraged by your immediate results, because that's the worst version of you doing it. Yes, when you start out, the first result you start getting, don't be discouraged and don't pack up your things and say, oh, I'm not doing this again. No, that's the worst and lowest version of you doing it. Remember, as you go further, you will learn more, you will grow, you will scale new heights, and you will do it better. So start anyhow. When you discover and find your focus in life, this is what I want to be doing, this is what I'm called to do, this is what will give me relevance, this is my difference. Like I said, remember, your power is in your difference. When you find out, start anyhow. Don't wait to have all the gadgets if you want to go into the media space or all that. Don't wait to gather all the resources. Just start. And as you start learning in the process. There will never be a perfect time. This is what separates champions from failures. They started. Because if you don't step out from the boat, you will never find out you can walk on water. And one thing about starting, if you don't start, you will never find out what you can achieve. So this is my point to you. Start anyhow. Just start. And you'll be amazed as the journey goes on what you find out that you can do. The third thing to do to convert your dreams into realities, I call it choosing discipline over motivation. Yes, choose discipline over motivation. Some people are always excited when they get something new, when they learn something new. They're always motivated. But rather I say choose discipline over motivation. The reason is simple. Because motivation always comes with excitement, comes with energy. But guess what? It doesn't last. Once you're motivated to do something, you can motivate to start a business today. In 1 week time, all the energy, all the aura you had, all the energy you felt, everything depletes. So choose discipline over motivation. That means you have to be consistent. Even when you feel like, when you don't feel like. No one really achieves anything because they're motivated to. That's the truth. For example, Nelson Mandela, I don't think he was motivated to stay in prison for 27 years. He wasn't motivated to do that. But he was committed to his cause. That means when you feel like, when you don't feel like, you are showing up. That's discipline. That's not just motivation. Discipline is putting a structure around your life. You decide, because of what I'm going to do, that I'm reading 10 pages of a book every day, that I'm praying this time every day, Maybe I'm doing this research weekly. Maybe I'm doing this monthly. That's not motivation. Maybe I'm going to a food business. Maybe I'm cooking here. Maybe every 6 p.m. this is when I do my washing. Every 5 p.m. this is when I do my laundry. Every 3 p.m. this is when I do this. That's not motivation, because there are times, trust me, you will feel like not moving a finger. You feel like not doing anything. So choose discipline over motivation. That means put structures around your life to ensure whether you feel like or you don't feel like, you get the job done. Discipline and not motivation will get the job. The fourth thing to do is to focus on inputs and not just on outputs. Sometimes people give up too easily just because they don't start seeing immediate results as they start out their journey in life. As they start out their pursuit for success, they give up too soon. A great man once said something. He said, become successful not because of what you will gain from it, but because of who you will become. That means in the journey of success, your becoming is even more powerful than what you gain, because there's something and someone you will become. In pursuit of success, don't start paying attention to outputs, to result immediately, but start paying attention to who you are becoming. If you focus on achieving, you may not achieve immediately, and then you will give up. But if you focus on becoming, there's something you are becoming. It has to be becoming first before it translates into an achiever, because there's a person you must become to even achieve. If you focus on just achieving, you might never get some things. But if you focus on becoming, then you are seeing the results. Something is happening inside. There might not be any outward result immediately, but trust me, a lot of things going on inside. Someone once asked me, said, what can I do to be a good leader? I told the person, start by being a good person. Don't just pursue being a good leader, because sometimes when you want to be a good leader, you want to do this, you want to learn this, you want to do that, you want to do this, and all the attributes and all the principles of leadership, you want to cover all. But start by being a good person, because you cannot be a good person and not end up being a good leader. But if you pursue being a good leader, you might not be a good person. And it takes a good person to really be a good leader that will be effective. So focus on inputs and not just on outputs. And lastly, the fifth thing you do to convert your dreams into realities, you need to announce yourself. Yes, you heard me clearly. Announce yourself. Make yourself known. Put yourself out there. Don't be scared. People will not call for what they don't know exists. People will not come for what they don't know exists. If nobody knows it, it means you have not been saying it. And if you don't say it, people might not know it. Concerning the gospel, the Bible says something. How would they hear if there is no preacher? The word preach means to tell. It means to make known. It means to declare. It means to proclaim. It means to announce. So yes, in that similitude, announce everything valuable you give and announce everything valuable you do. Put yourself out there, because if nobody knows what you do, they wouldn't come for it and they wouldn't call for it. They will only call for it and come for it and pay for it when they are aware of it. If they don't know you are there, they don't know you exist, they wouldn't come. So yes, the last thing to do to turn your dreams into realities. I know you are skeptical. I know you are scared with this pull-off. Is this even reasonable? Is this even good enough? Is this even perfect? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to sound all reasonable. It doesn't have to sound all so real and good. Give it a try. Put yourself out there. If you don't try, you will never find out what you have been able to become. But if you try, you'll be amazed that you became a success. So this is what I would say. Find your focus. Know your niche. Start anyhow. Start. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. And of course, choose discipline over motivation. Choose it. Focus on inputs. What's going on, who you are becoming, and not just what you are achieving. And lastly, announce yourself. Make known of what is happening with you. Tell everything valuable you give and everything valuable you do. See you in our next video. And of course, please subscribe to this channel, because here you discover value, here you will define perspective, you see possibilities, and then you deploy abilities. So subscribe, hit the like button, put on the notification for the next video, and please subscribe to this channel. See you in our next video.